Hello and welcome to From Dice Till Dawn, a sub-average D&D podcast full of above-average assholes? Is that the thing? Did I get it right? I am your DM, Tristan Thomas. To my right, we're changing it up.
Oh, we changed it up? Fuck. I'm Strayed.
I'm Quirky Fang.
I'm Bengar Ulthric.
Zenaria Tanner.
Last time that we did this, I'm going to have Strayed recap us.
I bullied a shop owner into giving me what I want.
He was kind of a dick, though, so...
He got what was coming.
Yeah.
And it's not the last time we'll see Vern.
Anything else anybody wants to add to what we did last time?
I became a werewolf.
I'd say that was pretty
werewolf
important.
Minotaur, yeah.
This is a big part of last episode.
I read some books and decided to disassociate myself with two of our companions entirely.
Also not
A cat.
Meow. To be fair.
To be fair...
You didn't know any of what was going on.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I just have a gut feeling that I need to not associate with them.
So everybody is in the House of Fenrir, sleeping in different spots, one above a fire. Oof. In front of a fire, where Strayed probably just went and slept in his bed
Yes.
that he's given. Ulfric wakes up in the changing chambers to a shaking hand. It is the same man who brought you down here, and he's like, he tells you, Ulfric, it is time to meet with Ulfin. The rest of you also get similar wake-up calls.
I accept.
Just eyes dark, like just straight open.
They were never closed.
He just walks in the room and you're like, I accept.
Yes.
I imagine that Zenaria,
You did it!
yay, she fell asleep reading.
Yes.
I imagine that would be a thing that happened.
Yeah, she will go with them, but first she's going to ask for some mead, because why not start off the morning right?
You get some mead.
Yes!
I like that. Morning drinking.
Oh, I'm taking the chains that I broke with me.
Okay. Alright. He looks at you weird, but he doesn't stop you. Secretly, he might have a chain fetish. We don't know.
He has a chain fetish.
Yes, he does. So you guys are brought to, it's up a couple flights of stairs. This is about like a 3-story building. You brought up to the 3rd story, down a hallway. And at the end of the hallway is a door that kind of stands out from the rest because it is
already.
It is carved with different runes and depictions of wolves, like hunting wolves, and then it'll turn into like
Wolves hunting wolves?
No, it's not.
It was
may have
wolves, period.
Yes.
Hunting wolves, new
Thank you.
sentence.
Cannibals would be tight.
Can of wolves.
been can of wolves. It also could be like wolves that smoke weed.
And then hunt other wolves.
And then hunt other wolves because they're really hungry.
How dank is the room beyond this door?
It's so dank. Hashtag 420 is written like right above the door handle.
Whoever's drawing all that art, send us some of that.
The one person that's gonna listen to this, better be an
Good
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Yeah, but you're not a good artist.
Better not have a job, because this is a lot of art.
The person who led you here knocks on the door and then leaves, bidding you guys a brief farewell. And eventually you hear
Oh, yeah.
a low tone say, "Come in."
I open the door.
Okay. I was waiting for who's going to open the door. for no reason. I just wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door to a very large office, what seems. The desk is hefty, to say the least. It's got the same kind of attention as the door did. There's several bookshelves stocked full of old leather tomes. The man that is sitting on the chair behind the desk is a very large human-looking male, but he's very, very jacked, very bulky, and very hairy. He's got plenty of it, and he doesn't hide it. He's very scantily clad, as
So
they
he's
would
a
say.
bear.
He's very hairy, man. He doesn't have to be a bear to be hairy.
He's a bear.
Sounds like a bear.
Where bear?
Care Bear. He's a Care Bear. And he looks up at you and says, yes. Please sit down. There's 2 chairs in front of you. There's not 4. Please, 2 of you sit down, 2 of you stand, I guess.
Oh, I sit.
Yeah.
I'm
Just sit.
standing.
Yeah, I'll stand, or else I'd just be awkwardly crouching in a chair. So,
And I stretch out on the chair, and my legs are like going over the top back of the chair.
You're like licking
Just
yourself.
yeah.
Alright.
gotta get comfortable.
He looks at you. Hello. As you may have heard, my name is Ulfin. I am the leader of this organization, the Sons of Fenrir. I take it that you've all had a rough month or so. And I offer my greatest apologies for what has happened to you. That being said, I also have heard that you have demonstrated, the 4 of you, a great potential in combat and in stressful situations. One of you has become a part of who we are. And I understand that it is your decision to join us if you so please. If you do not want to join us, we wish you the best, Ulfric. But the 4 of you, I have a favor to ask. I just received we call it a job from one of the elders of this town. His name is Blin Boone. One of his farms is being assailed by 3 what he calls nightmare chickens. Now I was it's an audio medium, so nobody saw what I just saw, and I'm sad that was lost forever. The description he gave to me of these so-called nightmare chickens is that they are larger than a regular chicken. They are far more fierce. And those farmers that had been attacked and bitten by the chickens turned to stone. I only ask this favor of you because I have the rest of my force right now out on jobs or on their rest days, and I do not require my mercenaries to work on their rest days. It is very important. But you guys do not have to accept this, of course, but there is a hefty reward in terms of coin and other weapons or armor that you might want to acquire. We have a vast store of many fun odds and ends of this world.
This coin,
We
is it
w-
going to be gold?
It will be gold.
We were recently freed from slavery. Do you have any loaner gear we can have?
Oh no, I don't want to loan. I want to keep it. If you're sending me out, you're kidding me out.
That can be arranged.
You're kidding me out.
Yeah.
I don't like cats. Prefer dogs.
So, the thing I ask, I will give you of course I will not send you out unprepared. You guys will get the armor and the weapons that you need to succeed. Cheers. And maybe in the end you will also receive coin on top. This is not an easy job that I'm asking you to do, based on the descriptions of whatever these nightmare chickens might be.
Do you have a library?
It's a bloody bookshelf.
Is there
About dogs.
bestiary in the library?
There's a lot of lycanthropy in the surrounding area.
There's
A book about animals?
there's books about animals.
I want to read it.
You're an awkward fellow, aren't you?
I got
That's one way
gloves.
to put it.
I can find you a book on animals if you'd like that.
I would appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as you leave here, it sounds like she's already been in the library. She can show you there. If you've been through most of it, you probably could be able to find. It's not a very extensive bookshelf.
It only took a night to tear through.
I've got a book here on creatures from the Aranye, if you'd like to take a look at that.
Yep.
All right. He stands up, walks across the room, sits there, and takes his finger across the shelves.
Does he have more books in here than what I've seen?
Yes.
I feel cheated.
He's the leader of a mercenary company. He's gonna keep some good stuff to himself. He finds a book, takes it out. It's an old leather-bound book that looks like it's handwritten, and he hands it to you.
Okay, I want to look through this book for nightmare chickens.
You know how long it takes to read a book? Are you flipping through
You
until you
ever
find the thing that
skimming?
looks like a chicken? Okay. While you're doing that,
Index?
make an investigation check. He also says to everybody else, the requirements of the job are to, of course, find these nightmare chickens and eliminate them in any way possible. Kill them was most preferred. They are causing, quite a bit of loss to Blinboom's farm. It's taken out several farmers and workers. And also speed is of the essence because something like this should not be around for that long.
So you'll give us horses.
Yes, we'll give you horses.
Where are the weapons?
Also, I rolled a 10.
You find wild chickens.
Are these the ones that
They are not of a description. They do not match the description.
They're not nightmare chickens.
They're not nightmarish. A little bit more scary looking than a regular chicken. Like if you came upon this chicken in the wild, you'd probably be like, "Whoa, that's a tough chicken." But
A
it's
cock's bite that makes you rock hard? I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
I would like weapons first.
Yes. Well, I'll
Like
have.
my weapons
Maybe some
and
armor?
Follow me. He stands up, grabs keys from his drawer, and then starts walking out.
After he's past me,
Mhm.
is there anything in here that looks like it could be of value, especially in the book department?
A lot of his books look really old and really interesting.
Take them all.
I don't have enough
Yes.
clothes to take them all right now.
Prison wallet.
I would like to try to... I'm not going to take, the nicest looking book,
Uh-huh.
but, somewhere in the middle
Not
of
a
the
lot of them look
nice-looking
nice.
books.
They look a lot like books that have cool stuff to read about. Like they're
Yeah,
not fancy. They're just like a bunch of handwritten leather books.
So,
leather tomes.
Warcraft fan fiction.
not a huge tome, not a tiny tome, but like a mid-sized tome, something
Just
you may
like-
not notice immediately.
Just
Not a soft bed, not a hard
pamphlet.
bed.
Yeah.
Just the one, just not
Just
cold
kind of
porridge.
something that maybe looks like it hasn't been touched in a while, like something
Okay.
he's not going to notice immediately, and I will try to filch that.
Sleight of hand.
Ooh, 12. You're in trouble. You go in the timeout pile.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
So as he steps over the threshold, and you immediately, as you see that, you reach up for a book, and then you hear put it
You're
down.
so pretty.
But he doesn't stop his roll. His boots continue to clomp down the hallway.
She's very...
It's a moral choice.
It's a moral choice. I just wanted to read it.
he takes you guys down the 3 flights of stairs, and then the same entrance to the underground changing chambers. He opens that door, unlocks it, opens it, and then you head down the stairs, and then there's a short landing with a door that goes off to the right, and then it continues down to where the changing chambers would be. He takes that door, unlocks it again, and it's like one of those small chamber door. Both of them have locks. He gets you all in this one, locks the first door, and then unlocks the second door into a arms room. It is stock full of there's several mannequins with different sizes of leather armor. You even see like gnome-sized leather armor. There's dwarven plate mail, but there are several options. He says, pick out anything you'd like. This is all stuff that we've collected over the years of being mercenaries around this continent. Nothing here is of extreme value to us. If you can find it, you can have it.
Is there a thick leather cloak and like a
leather cloak?
yeah?
Investigation check, bud.
And I would also like gloves. I have gloves. Pay attention to last episode, guy.
I'm looking for armor and two-handed weapons.
I also want a hard mantle.
Some hard.
What?
I got a 22.
A 22?
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
that
good.
piece that goes over your shoulders, like
Okay.
a hood, but without the hood.
So, I'd say what you're asking me is a modified version of...
It's just close, but
Yeah, you find it. With a 22, you find exactly what you're looking for, just not in the right color. Ooh.
Gross.
Investigation check.
what color is it for miniature purposes?
15.
Oh, you're the color
15?
of Chibukubo.
You find it'll be a two-handed warhammer. There is a great axe, and then you're looking. What kind of armor were you looking for? Just
The
anything.
heaviest I can get.
The heaviest you can get. Can I have that piece of paper that had a bunch of cool stuff
Is
on
there
it?
like clothes in here
Boom.
too?
I love you.
Like, can I find some pants and boots?
Can't have him.
You can get those somewhere else. I won't make that a thing. Like, you can find pants and boots here.
Cool.
I'm not going to make that a big thing.
Oh, we're not in a character creation screen?
No, we're not in the character creation.
We don't want to tweet my cheekbones.
I think you already did that by turning into a
You
werewolf.
find a full set of chainmail.
Is there a second set of that in roughly a slightly larger size?
Just get two and tie it together.
But like,
It'd be-
can it be like adamantine chainmail?
Oh my gosh.
Super cat.
We're at level 3.
It's essential.
I would
I
say that
need
you
it.
could get a... When he sees you struggling to find something that fits, and roll me an investigation check. He looks at you and
3.
says, "I'm sorry, even my personal armor wouldn't even fit you. You are of a larger stock. The best I could do is..." He finds this like chain shirt and pulls it up, and he says, "The best I could do is this. This was for... we took it from a grossly obese lord that was being quite a tyrant in another country that we were hired to overthrow. You could do some modifications later, but it'll work right now."
I will definitely take it.
Okay, so when you try it on, it definitely fits a bit bigger in the belly and the boob, and not in the shoulder.
It's just like hanging off
Yeah.
of me.
But you can
Chainmail
make
dress.
modifications later. And that is medium armor. You
I just want to find some leather armor.
I
Let
also
me
want a
roll.
shield.
you
an
can
axe.
you can find a shield. What kind of axe?
One-handed axe.
Yep, battle axe. That's easy.
I'm doing armor first. I'll do weapons in a second. So 12.
12. You find a set of regular leather armor.
Hey, that's all I wanted out of life. Let me write down my stats.
Good job. You can retire now.
New character.
Choose one with an easier name.
He lives in Aria alone. Just hard enough
Alright,
life as it is.
and what weapon were you looking for?
I want a rapier and a short sword.
Roll it.
15.
You find a very dense stock of different kinds of short swords and a single rapier.
Yes.
The rapier is a little bit fancier and a little bit more ceremonial looking, and it does seem like it could be a little bit more fragile.
Does it have the same stats as a normal rapier?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And anybody else want to look for anything? He asks you.
I would like to look for plate armor.
You don't see any plate armor in here.
I rolled a 22. There's no plate armor in there?
No.
Alright, how about...
And I know exactly why you want to get it, because you're going to try and sell it.
I just take something that's worth a bit of money.
Are there any javelins in here?
Yes, you can find javelins. Take a handful.
I take a nice looking sword.
Okay, you
That's
grab a long... Okay, here's the thing. What are you carrying right now on your person?
7 magic dampening collars.
Yup.
And a yellow cloak.
Forgot about that.
Yes, you could strap a sword to your back.
Well, does it come with a scabbard?
Yes. But, what's your strength?
14.
Damn, straight to strong boy.
Yeah.
Alright, I could say you're good. Actually, I'm going to hold on to these. They're mine for now. So, if he says, if there's nothing else, and he looks at Stray, that's an odd choice for somebody of your stature, but I have no judgment.
I'm 6 foot.
You seem like 6 foot skinny.
Oh, I'm 6 foot too.
I mean,
As well, not.
Yeah.
I was a peasant and then a slave, so like I'm not fucking well fed.
Sorry I brought it up.
Grade A beef, but
Like this guy over here.
Noted.
What's beef?
If that is all, then we shall take our leave. He does the whole leaving, locking, and...
I would like to ask about one more thing.
Okay.
Thieves' tools.
Yes, but...
oh, can I get a bag?
Yes, you can have a backpack. It'll take me a second to procure them. Upon completion of the job, I will give you your thieves' tools atop of the coin. Is that fair?
I can live with that.
Alright. Walks you guys back upstairs. Do you have anything else before we leave this room?
Is there any gold in the room?
No, there's no gold in there. It's only Electrum.
Everywhere you look is electric.
All the armor's electrum.
Straight had a nightmare last night, and it was just like he found a chest full of gold, and then it was Electrum.
Everything he touched became electrum.
I touch myself.
So you're worthless now?
Yes.
He was
I'm
already
worth
worthless.
between silver and gold, thank you very much.
Not in this
Yeah.
town, you're not.
No.
No good here.
Yeah. Thanks,
Get
guy.
everywhere.
He takes you guys back upstairs, and he says you guys can find four horses in the stables, saddled and ready to go. And he draws a quick map to Blinboon's farm. He actually has one ready. I don't think he just drew it on the spot. He gives you a map of the town, essentially. He says this is where it is. You can take care of the job at your own pace. But, like I said, time is of the essence. There is possible lives that can be lost every moment.
So this time of the essence, is this like we kind of should complete it soon, or is this like in World of Warcraft where they say it's time is of the essence on your level 1 quest and you come back at level 60 and complete it and they're happy.
This is more like do it today.
Do you have better plans for the day?
I mean,
Shopping.
Probably sleeping, drinking some milk.
Ooh. Cat jokes.
He makes it easy.
Because he's a cat.
Oh, I get it
And he
now.
sleeps
Oh.
in front of the fire, yeah.
Alright. What are you guys doing?
Let's go kill some chickens.
I'm going to
go
Blin
sell
Boon.
some horses.
Blin Boon's the guy who buys horses.
We have to go to him anyways then.
Yeah, we just gotta get there.
Do we all get horses?
Yeah, everybody's got a horse.
Keep my horse.
I said, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah,
Go
let's
kill
go.
chickens.
We're going to Ding Dongs.
Oh.
Okay, so let me look at my map real quick. You guys head out the city south on a road that eventually curves up into the northwest, heading towards where Blin Boon's farm is. You actually come out into what seems like a giant, very large field with 3 houses facing each other and then miles and miles of farmland surrounding them. Blin Boon's farm is the one to be to the most north. And you, as you ride up there, you see a man who has not exactly the most farmer-like attire on, sitting on the porch smoking a pipe. He's got like a bowler hat a little bit. He's got a nice vest. He's got a chain coming from it. Looks like he's got a pocket watch. Very nice pants, like a nice khaki pressed with shiny brown shoes. And he checks his watch, and then as you guys approach, he says, "Are you the people that have been sent to take care of these nightmare chickens?"
Are you Bing Bing?
No.
It's Ding Dong.
I keep going.
Is your name Blin Boon?
Yes, my name is Blin Boon.
Why
I'm
didn't
the
you say
owner of
yes
this farm.
earlier?
Oh, you got a really weird way of saying hello. Now, tell us about these chickens, which I suspect ain't chickens.
This is all business here. These chickens have been killing my workers and been lowering productivity. Follow me. And he just walks down the steps, hooks a left, and then starts walking.
I'm just gonna follow him on my horse.
Okay. As
Annoyingly close.
Okay. He kind of gives you a side glance, like he's also annoyed
I grin.
about this situation. As you round the house, you start heading back, and you see there's directly behind the house clotheslines up, and there's somebody washing clothes on a washboard. It's a younger woman who's not quite attractive, and she looks ragged. She looks very underfed, and her clothes are ratty. And she's washing at just a decent pace, and then as soon as she catches sight of Boone, she starts like furiously washing and says, "Hello, boss. How's your day, boss?" And he doesn't respond to her, but she says, "Have a good day, boss." As he walks by, you see off in the distance a barn, and he says, "They're coming from that barn. They've made a nest there. Nobody's been allowed near it. They are terrifying. Whatever you can do to get rid of them, do it. Whatever the Sons of Fenrir are paying you, that is your reward. I will give you nothing more. I have already worked out a deal with them. Thank you very much." And he turns and leaves.
Can I yell? Oi, you consider chicken wire!
I would like to ask to see the bodies.
How do you ask him?
Show me the bodies.
Do you say it like that?
Yeah.
He doesn't hear you.
I'm gonna go. Wait.
What?
He wants to see bodies.
The bodies of the farmers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gracie. And she kind of like startled the girl that's watching. She startles you. Yes, boss. Go show him the pile of the workers that have been bitten by the chickens. And she kind of gets like a pale, horrified look on her face. Says, "Okay, boss, right away. Follow me." And she stands up, kind of like presses her dress down, and walks off to the left side of the house, towards what looks like a shed that has assortment of tools on the outside and the inside. So are you guys staying on?
So is there anything in this room that we're in?
You're not in a room. You're around the outside of the house.
Is there anything in our immediate area?
Yeah, hung clothes.
Alright, I'm gonna dismount and keep pace with her.
Okay. You gonna tie your horse to something?
Is there a rail or a
Yeah, it's got a wraparound porch.
actually okay, yeah. I'll tie my hat and then I'll catch up
Okay.
with her. I'm gonna walk side by side with her.
I do this.
Okay. You what?
I do this.
I'll do the same too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do the same.
Gotcha.
So
So
I'll
you
walk
guys.
beside her, in front of her at the same time.
Ooh,
What?
cat.
Like a
I'm
cat
gonna
thing.
I'm
I
gonna
got
walk
that.
behind her.
Weaving inside of her legs and.
She kicks you a couple times.
Can
but
I talk with her as we walk?
Yeah.
Gracie, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
How long you been working for that?
My family's worked for Mr. Boone for several generations. I've worked for him ever since I was 6 years old when I was able to wash.
I'm gonna
Right.
grab her by the shoulder.
Oh,
Does he pay you?
Yes. We all get a fair wage here at the Boone
Can
farm.
you leave?
No. Why would I want to? This is good work. It brings honor to my family.
How do you figure?
We have worked for Boone for many generations, and that brings honor to our family. We're a loyal family.
Can I tell if she's lying?
Sounds good.
How about you roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Four.
No, you can't. You don't. It's exactly as you hear it.
All right, calm down, girl. Just a question, but looks like maybe you could do a bit better for yourself.
There is, what else could there be?
Oh, I can think of a few things, but for now, show us where these bodies are.
And then she kind of shoves off the rest of what you were saying, despite that it was dismissive anyways, and goes to put her hands on the doors. She winces and opens the doors.
Upon saying the wince, I'm just gonna be like, you don't need to look inside, girl.
Aren't they stone?
Yeah. So
Bunch of statues. Running away from chickens.
I don't think
you
that's much
immediately
chicken.
hear, as the door opens, a couple muffled sobs. What you see is incredibly disturbing. Two bodies have been completely petrified, and just in terrible grimaces of pain. One isn't all the way turned to stone. Part of the face is still flesh, and you can hear the sobs coming from part of the mouth that is still flesh. Half of part of the neck is mottled with stone and flesh. You can't really see what's under the clothes. Both hands are stone, both legs are stone. It seems that whatever this nightmare chicken does, after it bites, slowly turns them to stone instead of all at once. And it is incredibly painful and must be a terrifying experience to be slowly turned to stone.
Can I make a history check to see if I've ever seen or heard anything like this before?
Yep, go for it.
I would like to know if there is. Is there any way I can tell to see if it's irreversible, or there is a little bit of hope for him?
I would say an Arcana check would work for that.
15.
15? In your reading that you did last night, there are a couple creatures that have abilities to turn their prey into stone that you read about from the Aranye. One of them most resembles what has been described. It is essentially a hybrid of a lizard, bird, and a bat. Commonly called a cockatrice. It is known to have a stony bite that that the magnitude was not explained, but it is explained before you.
Okay. Was there anything like information in the book on like anti-venom or?
No, there was not.
Okay.
What was your roll?
7.
A 7? You have no idea.
Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to ask the guy if he wants me to put him out of his misery.
Do you?
Is his mouth clear enough that he can answer me?
Describe what you actually do it.
Okay. I go up to the sobbing, weepy man.
Mm-hmm.
And... Is that him saying me right now?
Yeah,
That's
it's like him
crying.
kind of sobbing. Like one of his
Okay.
eyes is completely stone and
Okay. So I look him in his open eye, and I'm like, do you want this to end? Okay, before he can even finish saying that, I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to put it right next to his neck and I'm just going to shove it down.
shut. Okay.
Then I satisfying crunch. Just,
I'd say roll me just a strength check to see, because you're pushing through some stone. This would be a tough one.
okay, so it's going to be a 20.
A 20 total?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, you definitely shove it down in there.
Nice.
Into the hard stone. And you hear a thank you.
Okay, now.
None of that was probably picked up by the microphone.
Yeah, you gotta talk louder.
Yeah.
So now, I would like to. He's got his arm is stone, yeah?
Yes, his arms
Okay,
are
so
stone.
I want to break his hand off.
Oi, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys take care of the scene. You
Okay,
can go
but
ahead.
do I have to roll for that, or like, can I just break it
No,
off?
he's stone. You can do it. Like, I'm not gonna.
But Zan's like gonna intercept you.
Okay, so I require this.
So she's like gonna put her hand on like between you and this guy's arm. What
Okay.
are you doing?
I'm taking his hand.
Why?
I want it
Why?
for me as a trophy of my kill.
This isn't an honorable kill. You murdered an innocent man.
I know, so I will wear the shame forever with this weighted hand.
Do you think I'm an idiot?
No.
I'm going to turn away from the rest of them to the servant girl and go, will you show me where these creatures are?
Oh, don't you let her get turned into stone.
They're in the barn. I'm not going near that barn. What?
Can I make an intimidation check against him to make him not take the
I
hand?
want the hand.
Yeah, I know you want the
I
hand.
really want this hand.
But this is desecration of the dead, and she's
Yes.
superstitious.
Intimidation check.
I'm all about desecrating corpses. Oh,
Don't want to know what that means.
it's for research.
14.
What?
Do you know what that means?
No? You want another drink?
Yes, please.
That gives me an advantage, right?
No.
No.
Get your own damn drink.
Should have
then.
withheld it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your roll? Sorry.
14.
14. Now there is no actual like opposing roll to intimidation because there usually isn't a party versus party deal there. But I'm gonna make you roll a. I'd say charisma check would be fair. Charisma or wisdom. We can make a party rule because I feel like this is gonna happen a few times. Party infighting.
How about
Babe.
a religion check?
How would that work?
Argue it. Go.
Could be a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
my religion.
Yep.
Because it is a
Charisma saving
charisma ability, so just a save throw
Okay, yeah.
plus charisma bonus.
Yeah, I'd say charisma saving throw would
I
work.
don't have a charisma bonus. I
Well,
got a
go
plus
for
6
it.
religion. I got a 5.
Yeah, when she says that and, you know, kind of puts her hands on forcefully on yours and kind of pushes you away and asks you, what the fuck are you doing? It does kind of get to you. Like, she's pretty big and she's pretty scary and she's got some pretty sharp things.
And she's
Oh,
flashing some fangs.
Oh,
She's flashing some things, so that might not intimidate you, but it might distract you.
I'll wait.
Fangs.
Fangs.
She's got pesky fangs.
Sorry, bad ears. You'll wait?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay.
Out.
He recedes into his cloak.
I'm going to be like, if we're done looking at dead, we have things to kill.
And then cue the music.
Yeah, she's not gonna leave until they're out first.
Going to the barn?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. So you guys head up to the barn. There's a small like dirt trail with just kind of fresh grass on the sides of it that leads straight up to the two large barn doors. You hear, if you listen and make perception checks, possibly something.
Listen check.
Yes. Go on, Tui.
Nat 20.
Nice. You hear all the chicken noise.
All the
I got
chicken.
17.
I got 17.
Where are you tuned?
It's
Whatever's
22.
going on.
22?
Yeah.
17.
5.
You're still upset over that arm, aren't you?
Just thinking about the
I'm gonna
hands.
get that hand.
Hang on.
And Ulfric?
17.
17? Okay. Sorry, I probably asked a lot of you twice.
It's okay.
We'll forgive you once.
Natural 20s and 17s, not the 5. You hear, like, a awful noise. It's a screech, like a bat screech that turns into a cluck at the end. And I will not try and imitate that, because that sounds like a bad thing, but it's terrible. You smell a rotting stench coming from the barn. And it's like that mixture between... Has anybody actually smelled the chicken coop before?
Yes.
I'm assuming everybody knows what that... It's a terrible smell.
Yes.
It's like that, but also with rotting flesh.
Maybe some
Not great.
background.
Yeah, maybe that too.
I am...
Is the servant girl still with us?
No, she's way the fuck away.
Okay. What's this barn made out of?
Wood?
fairly sure that's a cockatrice.
Does it burn?
So she's still with us?
Didn't read
No, she's
anything
gone.
that said it didn't.
Can I go find her?
Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions for her.
Oh.
Strayed turns around and walks away.
She's washing stuff again, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Gonna
go
kill
to
that boy before we're done.
where the washing station is.
Okay.
Yes.
What are your guys' reaction to him just turning around and walking away?
That. I'm gonna kill that boy before we're done.
Okay.
Non-committal.
Non-committal.
I'm like, are you gathering information?
Yes.
You be nice to her, you stay away from the shed. You'll wake up a eunuch otherwise.
Here he is.
You don't know what I got between my legs.
There's the reason why I
And you
strayed.
don't want to.
It's like an eldritch horror down there.
It's like a perfect place to put a stone hand.
So we burn in the barn.
Do I find the girl?
Yeah, yeah, of course,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I want to ask her if she's seen the chicken.
Yes.
How big is it?
It's bigger than a regular chicken, but it is no larger. It's about half your size.
It's like a large dog.
It's between 3 and 4 feet.
Okay. Is there a hayloft in the barn?
Yes.
Okay, is there an exterior entrance to the hayloft?
There's-
Like a pulley for hay. Like standard for a hayloft.
I hate the fact that you know so much more about barns than I do. Yes, there would be.
Pretty common.
Okay,
makes-
and
yeah.
then I go back to the barn.
Okay.
I say thank you. Thank you. That's how I say it.
Thank you. She says, "You're welcome, sir."
And I leave.
Okay. Are you going back to the barn?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I let them know.
Okay. This is on you
Cool.
guys.
Are we
You have
burning it,
you have
or
the
what are we
scene.
doing?
I like the burn in it.
I don't
Does-
think we should destroy that.
Does it appear that there's only one entrance?
There is a hayloft with I forget the name of it, a pulley up to the hayloft. We should get eyes in there before we decide to burn it.
Or we could just chuck a torch through the hole.
Does anybody have a torch?
I have fire.
Some torch.
I don't. But there's only 3 of them, so we could also just kill them.
I suggest I go look through the hole, and then I can report back, and need be, I can provide fire support from the loft while you guys battle.
So you're gonna throw fire around a barn with hay in it while we're in the barn?
Yeah, keep the door open. It'll be fine.
It sounds like a solid plan.
They'll have to run out, so
Yeah, I don't trust you.
burn them out. I think it's a good plan. Do you want to weigh in on this, Mittens?
Mittens.
Very cat-like of you.
I'm just
Extreme
waiting for my
difference.
treat.
Okay. Which is a chicken. Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Alright, so what's the plan?
I'll give you a minute.
I thought it was a pretty good plan. I'm gonna go up the pulley and I want to
Okay.
look in the window.
So you walk
follow.
around the back of... Both of you walk around the back of the barn, and it is on the complete opposite side of the other doors, so you figured that the hayloft is just on the back side. And there's a pulley there.
I ascend the pulley.
Okay. It makes loud squeaking noises. I don't know. I guess because you're pulling yourself. Yeah, it makes
He's
sense.
not actually spinning the pulley, he's just climbing up.
Yeah, he's climbing.
Wouldn't that
Oh,
spin the pulley?
Yeah.
yeah, it would spin the pulley. Like he would.
It can make noise. I'm not sneaking.
Yeah, no.
But wouldn't that just feed the rope down?
Yeah.
No, you hold on to one and you do the other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
See,
I had.
I
in
was
my head.
imagining you're holding onto both of them.
Yeah, that's.
So you're not spinning it because you're
You just
keeping
climb it that way.
I'm just gonna stand on the hook and then do the other one.
That's what I had in my
Yeah,
head.
that's what I was picturing.
Okay. That wouldn't require a strength check because pulleys are designed to lift.
This is a wooden barn, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna climb up the side.
God damn, you could do that actually. Yeah. Can I just get like just a basic athletics check just to see?
How well you do?
Yeah, how fast if you can beat him. It's a competition thing.
11.
13.
Athletics.
Plus 6. Oh, I was looking at acrobatics. 11.
11. He beats you up there, but I mean you're still climbing the side of a building, and it's.
Okay, so what do we see from our elevator?
Okay, so yeah,
position?
you get inside. Are you actually gonna step inside, or are you
Yeah,
just gonna
I'm
peer
gonna
inside?
go in there.
Okay. Inside, that smell wafts over you more intensely.
It does not affect.
Okay. Yeah. It might affect the cat a little bit more. I don't know. Are you gonna go in with him at the same time?
I'm gonna let him go first.
Okay. Are you guys trying to be stealthy?
No.
Okay. So from this, I will describe this scene. You are in a roughly a 60 by 60 foot barn.
Okay.
The hayloft is about the the back third on our elevated sides with hay in it. You land on hay, you jump down a couple bales, and you look over, and in it you see three disturbing looking chicken-like things. The description of a part lizard, bird, and bat is the most accurate thing you can get. They're disgusting. Gross looking. This is a picture. Everybody go Google what a cockatrice looks like if you want a visual. And they're all sitting there, and as soon as you poke your head over, they immediately look at you and go, make that disturbing, shrieking noise. And one of them jumps up and starts flapping its wings at you furiously. And on that, we will end today's episode as Strayed peers at nightmare chickens.
A flightless bird.
How do you know if a cockatrice is a flightless bird?
Because I have the manual.
Damn you. Ruin my suspense. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube.
Maybe.
Okay, he gave me a thumbs up, but he didn't say anything.
You're supposed to say,
yeah,
give the video a thumbs up.
give this video, thank you.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe on YouTube.
the
All
bell
of it
for
is
notifications.
From Dice Till Dawn, at From Dice Till Dawn. I don't know all of this stuff, but they do.
It'll be linked somewhere.
Barns
Probably.
have pulleys.
Stay safe!